as our head table guests appear on the dais. A little drum roll out there, huh? How about a little applause for this beautiful group? In honor of men and women in uniform serving in harm's way, please join me in the singing of God Bless America. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the ocean, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. Thank you very much. You can sit down and admire the new poster in the back, hand-painted and donated by our dear friends at Painters District Council 35. Chuck Fogel and Joe Lombak was the artists, and we have our dear Father Ed joining up there in the pantheon of labor management heroes. Thank you. And now, without further ado, I would like to introduce His Excellency, Bishop John Dunlap, for the blessing.
Let us pray. Lord God, give us light, strength, guide us by your wisdom, support us by your power. May all we do begin with your inspiration and continue with your help. As we come together this evening, labor and management, in a time facing many challenging problems, which cause us to reflect on what the future will bring. But we come with an abiding faith in the values that have shaped our nation, with the possibility of cooperation and mutual respect. Give us a spirit and a will to work together for the common good, by which human persons in their human dignity may be safeguarded and valued. Bless this gathering, this night, and the food and the time we share together. We ask this in the name of God, who is Lord of all. Amen.
Thank you, Bishop, for a very fitting prayer. Good evening and a hearty welcome to one and all on this special 46th anniversary of the Cushing-Gavin Award dinner. I am Tom Ryan, Director of Labor Relations at National Grid. National Grid has been a proud sponsor of the Cushing-Gavins for many years. Before we begin tonight's program, I would like to call on our labor co-chair to introduce the head table.
There you go, you can clap. Huh? I got one out there. Is anybody paying attention? gentlemen, my name is Stephen Tolman, and I'm the president of the Massachusetts AFL-CIO. And since I was a little guy, I remember the importance of the Cushing-Gavin Awards when my dad came to honor one of his dear friends, Paul McNamara, way back in the 1960s. So this is really special to be here as a co-chair. It is such an honor because everything that this institution stands for, Cushing-Gavin, is about solving problems and finding ways to work together, and that's the mission that we all share this evening. And I'm so proud to introduce such a great head table. If you bear with me, because you're going to learn how these interesting people, who they are and what they're going to get. On my far right is the Labor Awardee from IBEW, one of the finest men that the Massachusetts trade union movement is so proud of, Johnny Dumas. And sitting right next to John is his lovely wife, Margie Dumas. Our Guild's new executive director, Allison Every. And from Northeastern University, but roots as far deep into the UAW almost as long as it's existed, we have the Boyle Award recipient, Barry Bluestone. And he is accompanied by his wife, Mary Ellen Colton. We have heard the great blessing from Bishop John Dorr, and for information to all of you, he is a cousin of Mortimer Gavin. And we're honored to have you here. Bishop, we are so honored to have you here, Bishop. To my immediate right is my co-chair who has worked so hard in the labor relations field. It's an honor to be with my co-chair, Tom Ryan, from National Grid. I know out in the audience there's somebody special I don't want to forget. Our former chaplain, Pat Sullivan, is out there, and his replacement, who is an unbelievable leader and advocate in our behalf, Father Francis Floredy. Thank you. On management, the mayor takes a lot of credit for his great labor relations, but the guy who we honor tonight is his top dog, and it's a pleasure to have you here tonight, John, as the management awardee, John Dunlap. And next we have, before the honoree, we have Kenneth's wife, Peggy Grace, Ken's wife, and then we have our Labor Attorney Award, Kenny Grace. And then we have our president of the Guild, who's just doing an amazing job, George Embleton. Now tonight we also have a special guest, ladies and gentlemen. We have a guest with us tonight, somebody that shares our ideals of everybody in this room. We have a special guest here tonight who has devoted her career, her entire career, to thinking about, to writing about, to advocating for a growing economy and a growing middle class. The guest that we have here this evening, ladies and gentlemen, is someone who we on the labor side have gotten to know over the last year. And we have gotten to know her as a supporter, our champion, as our friend, as someone who, like everybody in this room, regardless of which side they're on, knows that labor unions play an essential role in guaranteeing the dignity of every worker on the job, and to ensuring that the American middle class thrives and is not left behind. Tonight, we have a leader in Massachusetts who we in the labor community believe She's intelligent, she's tough, she's an advocate for all working men and women of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. She could be known by her students as a professor, certainly by her family as mom, but most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have the opportunity very soon to call her our senator. Ladies and gentlemen, Elizabeth Warren, our senator-elect for the Democratic nominee.
Labor Guild for inviting me here tonight to say hurrah. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate the invitation. I also want to say thank you to the Boston Archdiocese for all of your work in supporting the Guild, for all of your work in education on all sides of the issues, and for promoting good labor management relations. You are the ones who truly are to be honored this evening. You know, it's entirely appropriate to be here tonight at a time that is about coming together. This is a time for us to share and a time to say that it is when we come together to build that we do so much more and do so much better. Now, this is about economics, pure and simple. It's about making sure that each worker has, as Steve said, both dignity and economic security. But this is also about our values. This is about what kind of a people we are and what kind of a country we are going to build. You know, I am grateful to have so many friends in the union world. You know, America's unions built America's middle class, and America's unions are going to help rebuild America's middle class. God bless the unions. And to be here with America's business leaders from here in Boston, from all across Massachusetts, and from some around the country, I want to say too, what a privilege it is to be with people who recognize the importance of labor and management working together for the benefit of all. So thank you very much. I'm very grateful. This is truly a great evening, and I'm grateful to you for asking me to be part of it. I'm not one of the honorees. I'm here to say to each one of you, thank you for your enormous contributions. Thank you for your reminder that what we do together is what we do best. I'm grateful to all of you. Thank you. It's a lovely evening. Congratulations.